Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here. How are you doing? Did you see yesterday's What's Map? Did ya? It was a gem. Make sure you go back and watch it if you missed it. You will not regret it. Today's map, it's a request map. It was requested a little while ago by BonBonB and a regular commenter. You're bound to see his name in the comments. It's Hendrik, and yeah, he gave this one a little bit of a shout. Now, we have done this creator before in the past, and they did alright actually. They did alright. So I'm ever hopeful we've got a good one on our hands today. Had a read through the comments in the description, and I've got a few things that I'll be looking out for based on that. Right, now speaking of maps, have you been following my map making series? Also out yesterday evening, 6 o'clock, and same again, 6 o'clock tonight. Pushing this map together. I really want to complete it ASAP, but that's still some way off. I'm probably only about halfway through the build, but yeah, please join me for that one. It'd be great to have you on board while I do a little bit of map building. And it's time-lapsed as well, so you don't have to drag your heels along. Okay, now what shall we do next? Oh, of course, let me get my poking stick. Poking stick is at the ready. You know what to do, your daily routine. That's right, please hit that like button right now. Do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. Have you done it? Okay, let's crack on and do this map review, shall we? It's Western Safírfjörd. Nearly got that out. By 33 Shin 33. Western Safírfjörd River by 33 Shin 33. There's the start square. You're looking at the colours already, aren't you? I know. Me too. There's your resources. The oil, I believe, is used for snow. The theme is one created by 33 Shin and themselves. It's the Western Tundra theme. There's a few trees required, and we are using the Starberg Lut. That's the one by Ronic69. Thank you very much for that. Also, a bit of fun reading through the description, because we have an interview. It's a bit like Skylines talk, but in writing, and whoever Jasmine is, you've asked some really good questions. Thank you very much for helping us to understand 33 Shin. Right, now we are down at ground level. I'm treating this as a semi-fantasy map, right? It's sort of realistic with fantasy twists, so I'm going with semi-fantasy. The theme is very jarring on my eye. As you probably know, I've got slightly dodgy colour vision, and I find the colours a little bit bold here. Now, I'd like this this ramp down. If the terraforming had been just a little bit more of a hill coming down, I think that would have worked a little bit better. That's just a personal shout on that one. It'd be nice to have had that, but it does work as it is. There's nothing wrong with it at all, and the slope is fine. Just, I think, could have been a bit creative with the hill. Right, bridges time, and the bridges are perfect bridges. There's no blue mantle going on anywhere. Everything's very smooth and smart, and the bridges fit very nicely indeed. So that's good work there. Now, nothing wrong with this tree, but it does seem to be imposing itself on the two highways. I find it a bit distracting. I had to have a good old look at it, and it's not really doing any issues at all. But I don't like it. It's a bit too big, that one, for that location. Right, start square intersection. Hit subscribe now while we're looking at the start square intersection. It's a plopped one from Timbo, and nothing wrong with it. This is a really nice intersection for what it is. It's not a pretty one. It's a working one. And then you've got your start square right there on this side of the roundabout. Plenty of build space, very flat, bit of water going on, like all of that. But when we go over to the other side, I've got a bit of a minor grumble. These rocks. Who's going to build a highway stopping right there? Okay, yes, I know bulldozing those rocks is free, but I just think that location right there is, yeah, not the best thought out one, I'm afraid. Okay, let's follow the ramps up, and then we've got some more trees imposing themselves on the highway. Once again, not doing any harm at all, but I just find them a little bit, I'm sticking with the word imposing, okay? Perfect little suspension bridge. And then a nice little swirly bridge over here, coming back smoothly down to ground. It's very nicely worked. Again, these standards are fairly high. Nice long slow ramp up the side of this hill here until we get to the higher level. It's semi-tiered, this map, semi-tiered. And then we've got, now I've got some trees under here. How they got snow on those trees underneath those ramps, I do not know. I do not know. First of all, the trees probably wouldn't survive under there. But secondly, how do they get the snow on? How did they get the snow on them? I don't know. What have we got going on down here? Another perfect bridge. Yep, all good there. And then the ramp goes off and around. And, oh, the castle. While we're here, we'll have a look at the castle. We save coming back to it later. Castle's okay. Location's all right. Actually, it's not really, is it? It's not really. Yeah, let me show you something. Right, okay, we're going to invade that castle now. Okay, I'm taking my army. It's you with the trebuchet and you with the fire arrow. Okay, we're going to climb up here. Mind the hole. Right, we're going to climb up here, and we're just going to set up the trebuchet and the fire arrows right here, and just rain them down, rain death onto that castle from here. That's probably why that castle's been ransacked. Because it's being rained on from above. Right, so anyway, enough of that. Roads, that's right. Not really much more to say about the roads. In fact, I think we're getting towards rail time. Yes, I was aware of those trees underneath that flyover. We can't look at everything. I refuse to look at everything. Rail is fine down here. In fact, the rail there isn't too much of the rail. This is it. This is a bit of a harsh turning for a train, but we'll let it go, shall we? We'll head off that way in a minute. Let's go this way first of all, because we've got some factories right here. And the factories have got a station on each side. Look at that. How sweet is that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then if we follow this down, we're elevated, looping around this way. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I would quite like that rail to follow a line closer to the hill. Maybe even terraformed into the hill and then come back down to ground over here. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what? Actually, let me just do a little bit of super fast. I mean, this is all 30 seconds worth of work. Trust me, it's complete rubbish. Ignore the final. The final effort is far from finished. But you know me, I like to have a little bit of a tinker every now and then, and I'm having a tinker. So now, if you have a look at the line it takes now. Okay, I know it's jinky jankies, and I haven't terraformed it into the hill, and there's a bit of a nasty drop down there, but that line would be better for me. Also, that looks like a tunnel there. I think it's intended to look like a tunnel. If it's supposed to be a tunnel, why are we not stretching that line into there? Once again, could have done a better job than me of, you know, my 20 seconds worth of tinkering, but something like that would have been a lot nicer, I think. It's just a shout. See what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, it's about time we did an asset review. Ready? All aboard. To the train to Assetville and Asset Corner. And this week we are doing lots of older style buildings. This week, that's a week, all week, every day this week is one from yesteryear. These ones are Maltese High-Res Pack 1 by Acapulco. Not strictly old buildings, but they would fit into an older style build, wouldn't they? Look at them. Look at them. There's a lot of them. It's a pack. There's a lot of them in the pack. And not only that, this week Acapulco's released a couple of low-rise sets and one commercial set and some shop planters and loads of stuff. Acapulco has been a busy boy. Actually, I imagine he's been doing it over a number of weeks, not just all this week. But look at them, aren't they marvellous? I love them, I love them, I love them. They're going into Asset World. Don't miss Asset World on Sunday. They're going to be in Asset World. Oh yeah. Malta High-Res pack. One by Acapulco. Nearly ran out of time then. Okay, Polka Vida map theme by Not Done Yet with the Really Like Natural LUT is this week's theme and LUT combo. I like the theme, but once again, it's not listed on the game in the content manager under Polka Vida map. Just have to have a look for it. I can't remember what it's called. Okay, Factoids, because Factoids. Requested by Queen Victoria, who had enjoyed Alice in Wonderland, to send her another one of his books. Lewis Carroll, who was a brilliant mathematician, sent her a book on algebra. I bet she wasn't too happy. She wasn't very amused at all. A Nigerian man agreed to help his local witch doctor test a bulletproof charm which the medicine man had invented. Unfortunately, it didn't work, as they soon discovered when the volunteer was shot dead. Something about magic. It seldom works unless you're pulling a card out of a hat. They seldom work. More from Polka Vida tomorrow. Back to Western Safírfjörd by 33 Shin 33. Shipping route. Actually, shipping route is fine. Look at this. That bridge is definitely high enough. And it goes in a good location through the bridge. Follows the river up, loops her this way, loops her that way, loops around that way, and off the edge of the map. And water flow, if we come back the same way, and yeah, it's definitely got arrows on it, which means there is strong water flow. And there's, oh look, there's a smiley face of islands. Hello. Sorry, so easily amused I am. And then that flows down and off the edge of the map that way, so that's good water flow in that river. Now let's have a look at this map, shall we? What we've got is lots of flat build plain in the middle of the map, quite pleased with that, and lots of colour in the trees. The colour is what's boggling my eyes. Look at the blues and the reds and the greens and the yellows, and it's a bit much for me, I'm afraid. I've got to be honest with you. We do have, like, say, tiered hills so that you can build on them. I like that. That's been worked into the gameplay model. But now look at these trees, right? Snowy ground there, and snowy ground, and these trees over here on the snowy ground are partly covered in snow. Partly. Whereas these trees on the not snowy ground are fully covered in snow. How does that work? Let's come across to this side and see whether it repeats itself. Yes, look. Semi-covered trees on the snowy ground, and then the non-snowy ground fully covered snow. It's a weird weather in Safírfjörd area. Where maybe eastern Safírfjörd isn't as bad as this. Loving the texture. Look at it's almost like there's flowers growing on the sides of the hills. There's colour abounding on this map. Whether or not you actually like the colour abounding, well, I don't personally. It's a bit much for me. But I like the blues in the water, and this is very pretty. Come on, this is very pretty. Pretty waterfall. It is like I say, a fantasy style map, so I can kind of let those water sources go, although to be honest with you, I'm not happy about them. I'm really not happy about them. Come up here and have a look at this one, and have a little waterfall there, and waterfall coming off the top here, nice little pool here. It's all very pretty, and the water starts in the waterfall. I don't buy into it. It's pretty. It's kind of like ornamental garden waterfalls, you know, where you got these little or like fish pond waterfalls. Yeah, that's what I make it. Not so many trees out here, but that's fine because you won't be doing any building over here. Like we've got this like big old divot down here. Okay, not much going on down here. I don't have a problem with that. Like I say, this part of the map is barely going to be touched, so that's fine. Oh, hello, there's a message. Thank you so much for playing. Oh, bless you. Don't forget to read the description. I won't. What description? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, I should be saying. Yeah. There we go. Another one. A water source there, straight out the side of a mountain, and it's pretty. Actually, this is more like a crazy golf water, isn't it? Yeah, look at this. Oh, mini golf, I think they call it. Not crazy golf, isn't it? There should be a little windmill with a little tunnel going through it at the bottom. It's all very, very blue and green and bright, and my eyes. But where's the water going to? There's a lot of the water flowing down there, but where's it going to? What about have a look? We've got a couple of lakes over here. Let's have a look at these. Oh, and we've got waterfalls here as well, pouring into the lake. And where's all the water going to? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. It's a magical, magical mystery. Oh, lovely. Look at the... I don't know. Trees with snow on and trees not with snow on. It's a bit bemusing in places, this map. That said, it's kind of pretty at some. I mean, look at the colours. The colour... Oh, I don't know. Aesthetically, it's going to be hard to call. Your chance to vote now. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Give it a little vote, and maybe this one might make our top 20, or our top 20, our top 10 for October. We shall see. I'm just going to find a place to park this camera. About here. There's a thumbnail right there staring at you. Right, okay, let's see. Aesthetically, I find it hard to call. I like the layout, I like the design. The colours are just whoa in my face, and I don't know. I can't give it 2 stars. I definitely can't reach 4 stars. I'm giving it middly 3. Detailing on the whole isn't too bad, but trees with snow on under flyovers and on non-snow ground, and I don't get it. I'm going middly 3 again for detail. Gameplay potential, I would like the second rail track to reach just about into the start square for a 4th star. As it is, I can only really give it 3 stars for gameplay. So Western Safírfjörd River by 33 Shin 33. It's a pass mark. Depending on whether or not you can deal with the colours. I certainly couldn't. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. If you want to join me over on Patreon and get your name onto this list of people, it'd be great to have you along for the ride as well. Your chance to vote on an old map is now on the screen as well. If you want to go and have a look at that, that'd be great. And also join me tonight for a little bit of map making, as I'm going to try and get Duvo a bit closer to release. Anyway, have a great day, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon.